Member for Vancouver Kensington.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today to recognize Persian New Year, or Nowruz in Persian. Nowruz translates as New Day and is celebrated on March 21st by more than 300 million people worldwide. It marks the first day of spring and the beginning of the new year. UNESCO recognizes March 21st as the International Day of Nowruz, a spring festival of Persian origin, and it's been celebrated for over 3,000 years in Iran, Iraq, India, Afghanistan, and Central Asia. Last week, I was fortunate to be able to celebrate Nowruz with friends from the Iranian, Asian, and Afghan community at the Cultural House of Mawlana. The theme was to celebrate the start of the Persian New Year with friends, to come together as a multicultural community and celebrate our shared humanity. They also marked International Women's Day with very moving poetry and speeches. We enjoyed traditional foods such as hafta miwa and jalebi, as well as poetry readings and performances on traditional instruments like the rabab, tableau, and harmonia. The Cultural House of Mawlana is run by members of the Afghan community in the Lower Mainland, and it's named after Mawlana, more often known as Mawlana Muhammad Jalaluddin Rumi, or Rumi. Rumi is known in the West as one of the most prolific poets of all time. His poetry promotes the understanding of spiritual unity, underlying all religious truths, and he happens to be one of my favorite poets. The Cultural House is a very welcoming and hospitable place, and everyone there is working hard to promote Afghan culture in the Lower Mainland. They offer music lessons for youth on the traditional instruments. They also teach history lessons about the rich cultural heritage of the region, calligraphy, and also poetry lessons. They have a youth group as well as a website and a bi-weekly newsletter. The House of Mawlana is a gathering place for Afghan culture in the Afghan community, but it's also much more. It's a place for all communities and cultures to come together. On their behalf, I'd like to extend an invitation to all of you and British Columbians to pay a visit. Drop in on any Saturday for poetry readings and musical performances. And on behalf of my friends of the Cultural House of Mawlana, I'd like to wish everyone a very peaceful and prosperous Persian New Year. Happy Nowruz.